Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. More New World gameplay for you today. This morning we did talk about the banhammer, New World swinging that banhammer for some of the latest New World exploit for some duping that went down. We walked through how many people they banned, how much of the inventory and items had been reinstated or removed or put back to the way that they were supposed to be. And we will do the redirect now for the people coming over from the other stream. Basically, I'm level 58, and we are going to be working today on trying to get me as close as we can to the 60 mark. We got a well-rested bonus. We've been playing other games. We dipped into the update to Outriders. We obviously had our From Friday where we finished Dark Souls 3 and jumped into Sekiro. So taking breaks from this game has actually been really, really good for the leveling from where I sit. It's made it a little bit more tolerable. And we'll have, hopefully today when we run the faction stuff, we'll go to Ebon Scale, run some faction. Today's stream will be maybe a little bit shorter. This morning's stream went a little long. We got into a debate about some stuff, and it was really lively about some situations going on in the gaming world. And we do have a premiere today over on Presents. Today we have a premiere over on Presents, and let's see if it's scheduled. I can tell you what it is. YouTube's coming out with important things next year, and it's got a fundraiser attached to it that has a little something to do with Mr. Beast. And we are excited to promote that and to encourage people to be a part of it. All right, let's get you some game sound here. All right. We are going to head over to Ebon Scale Reach, and we're going to do the faction quest there. What's the rested bonus? So as long as you are in a settlement when you end your last or most recent play session, you will get a well-rested bonus the next time you play. Meaning the first 3 faction quests you do, you get a significant greater amount of XP when you do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Eugene, I have no problem with her response. I don't have any problem with her response. She was like, I'm out. I'm out, You're not, and then they were like, wait. We'll give you equal pay now. Right? And the fact that she was going to get what she wanted and then left anyway tells me that, like, I don't know. I don't think she was long for that position. I don't think she was planning on staying. That place is a mess.
Seek forever, Father, my scholar. In what manner may I oblige you?
Okay, so we're going to grab these 2, but then we're going to grab the expedition one and then cancel it. And then we're going to stand around and wait for it to refresh. I don't know if there's anybody on that wants to play. Oh, Victor's on. Victor's looking good. And the team is the one stuck. Probably more to it. The well-rested XP buff is actually the secondary XP bar color, and you get extra XP from everything until you drain it. Oh, really? The faction quest is a separate bonus. Oh, I misspoke. Thank you. Thank you. I push against the meritocracy side because these people were pretty equal. I don't know enough to disagree with you on that, Eugene, but I don't think that's accurate. I think the co-lead role was probably equal on paper, but saying she's equal to Ibarra, I don't think so. And again, were they really equal if he was coming from a position where he was already being paid more than her? You don't get to the level of co-leads at Blizzard with equal enough merits. But again, I just think contextually you're ignoring the facts. Contextually, they weren't equal. He came from a higher paying position into this co-lead position. Unless she was, as she claimed, token. I mean, yeah, if they did this for PR reasons, right? They're in the press for all this misconduct, and they want to trot out like a pretty lady at the C-suite level to be like, yeah, we just put her in a co-lead position. If she was token, then I don't know. She's admitting right then and there that the unequal pay was probably justified. You can't have it both ways. You can't claim that you were put in the position to be a token female and then be like, but I should have been paid equal. Wait a minute. You just admitted, according to basic meritocracy, that you shouldn't have been paid equal. Both things can't be true. You're either token or you're not. If you were qualified to co-lead, if you were equally qualified as he was, then equal pay makes sense long term. In the short term, neither of them were offered pay change. It's just Blizzard being Blizzard. Yeah. But that's my point. If she was being token, that's toxic, but that's a different form of toxicity than claiming I was being paid less because I'm a woman. Do you see? That's just as toxic. To be like, oh, we're going to put you in this co-lead position so we can put your, a pretty picture of you up on our Twitter feed because, we got these nice employee pictures that we took and you and Ibarra look real nice and real clean. We'll throw you out there and change the PR on this. You deserved it on merit and won it on merit, not gender. I think going into this, the fact that he was in a higher paid position completely changes the dialogue. He comes from a higher paid position. Neither of them are offered pay changes. He wasn't offered more money. More than likely, whatever he came from wasn't as stressful as what he was getting ready to step into. And he wasn't offered any more money either. Why? Because that's not what they were doing at that point in time. So structurally, the business didn't do anything wrong in this situation unless she was purely selected because she was a woman. If she was selected because she was a woman, then that's toxic. That's its own form of toxicity. If they were both selected on merit, then it's clear pay negotiation wasn't a part of the process because Ibarra wasn't offered any more money either. You're trusting they had everyone's pay correct beforehand? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know.
In what manner may I oblige you?
She didn't indicate that she felt she wasn't being paid fairly prior to this. She didn't indicate that. She could if she felt like, yeah, I was in a position and I was totally underpaid. If she felt like she was in a position and she's totally underpaid, now would be the time that you would say that. She's not saying that, so I don't know.
In what manner may I oblige you?
She's drawing a distinction between the fact that they were put into co-lead positions and weren't paid equally. Oh, Manny's here too. All right, hang on a second. Let's get a group going. Yo, what's good, Takashi? I assume they have the same level of education experience as a baseline. We cannot assume that. We cannot assume that because they literally came from separate roles. Okay, we'll go do 1, then 2, and then we can fast travel up to be closer to 3. They came from different roles, like, and he was being paid more than her. They came in and they just kept their pays the same. They didn't just pay when they took the co-lead positions. It's a good discussion. Like, I've enjoyed the debate. I immediately get my hackles raised when people are claiming that this happened when we have very, very, like, minuscule amounts of truth to claim that. And largely this is personal to me. That's exactly what folks did to me. They took minuscule amounts of truth. You can misrepresent those things and then be like, look at how monstrous this situation was. So her and Ibarra could be taking elements of truth. The truth being, we asked for pay parity and they rejected it. Now, they may come back and say, yes, we rejected it. We told them that wasn't something we could be doing right now. That would be happening in a few months' time. That's completely legitimate for a company to be like, are you serious? The building is all but on fire right now. The building is all but on fire, and you want to negotiate pay right now. Again, Ibarra, think of it from this perspective. Stop looking at her as a woman and consider the fact that Ibarra was also asking for pay parity, and they were rejecting his request. He was getting rejected just as much as she was. He was treated the same way she was. He was brought into, more than likely, a rise in responsibility and stress levels and wasn't offered any more money. So they were both treated equally. Both of them took the position with no increase in pay. Both of them were requesting pay parity, and both of them were getting rejected. But we're supposed to believe this is all because she was a woman. You see the problem with the narrative? They were both treated consistently. One situation in the call center doesn't disprove it. I'm not saying my situation in the call center disproves anything. What I'm saying is that they were treated equally. Just look at the facts. They were both told no pay changes, but people want to focus on the fact that she was denied a pay change. But Ibarra was denied the same thing. Both Ibarra and her were asking for pay parity, and their request was rejected. He was being treated exactly the same way she was. You mean they were both asking for a pay raise? They were asking for pay parity. Basically, they were saying, you need to pay us the same for this position. That's what pay parity means. So they come into the position, okay, and Ibarra is not offered any more money, and neither is she, okay? For all intents and purposes, you could say that they both deserved at least a bonus for the stress alone, right? You guys are stepping into a pretty tough situation. You know, they probably both deserved bonuses. And they weren't given any bump in pay. They were given no opportunity to negotiate pay. They were coming in at their current salary levels. And then the two of them, it sounds like they made at least multiple, one or two, maybe more requests for pay parity. And those requests were rejected. And when I look at this, I'm like, this has nothing to do with her being a woman. They came in with the prior condition of pay scale, whatever they came from, whatever positions they came from. Neither were offered more. And then when they both requested pay adjustments, they were both rejected. It's BS he didn't get a raise too. Right. So the point is, it had nothing to do with her gender. It was Blizzard in a situation that they were, you know, obviously, as Eugene is saying, they were being Blizzard, it sounds like. And in the process, they frustrated two of the people that were supposed to be helping them the most. Ibarra probably wasn't happy about it either. You think he wants a headline that he was paid more than a woman? You think he wanted that in the current climate? I highly doubt he wanted that. If you think he was doing it purely for her, you are delusional. He wanted pay parity for himself as much as for her. This company's getting drug into the public and made look stupid for misconduct and favoritism and not paying women fairly. And he's like, look, dude, I don't want to be a dadgum headline. You better pay us the same. That was as much about his own, you know, appearance in the public as much as it was about fairness or whatever. They weren't smart enough to realize you're in the midst of a discrimination issue and you're discriminating optically. Right. which is again more than likely why Ibarra was like, we would appreciate if you paid us equally. I don't want to be he probably doesn't like his big old face plastered on all these articles. He probably doesn't like that. Would you like that? You jump in to help this company in their time of need, and they won't grant pay parity, and now you're a part of a headline. You know, everybody's seeing him. Everybody's seeing his name. You know, oh yeah. Another white guy, C-suite employee making more money, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I didn't want this. I didn't want this. That's why I'm approaching it the way that I am. Like, people are making it about, you know, her gender, and it's not that. Oh, we're supposed to purge corrupted at the Serenity Outpost. We're in the monastery. How do we get to the outpost? We talk about how delicious summer sausage is. I don't know what that is. I always want the highest salary I can command. If the company disagrees for whatever reason, it's their prerogative. This is why these talks are hard. I love y'all, but I want to punt some of you 50 yards right now. It's just easier to claim sexism than to really analyze the details. Yeah. It would be like an assistant manager and a manager getting put into a co-leading position for area management and not being paid the same because of where they previously came from, and then trying to argue, oh, they weren't paid the same because one of them's a woman. And it's like, no, that has nothing to do with it. I can't figure out what we're supposed to do. How do we get up to this? I don't understand. Since when is pay discussed between colleagues? It's a new standard. Oh, we got to go up. Here it is. I think this is it, right? This has got to be it. Pay should be discussed in the workforce. The mentality of not talking about pay is so companies can get away with unequal wages. Yeah, companies don't want you to discuss pay. They don't want to discuss, you know, any of that stuff. Unionizing, none of that, because it's all a threat to their profits. That's why they've created this standard that you don't talk about pay. You don't talk about money. Likely, the pay discrimination was a long time ago. They had a chance to address it. Easy excuse to address it. Didn't. Right, yeah. But we don't know the inner workings, Eugene. They could have been like, we were literally in a, like, what if somebody higher up, what if a board, or what if an operating board, I don't know, was like, no, all change in pay right now is frozen. You understand? Could have there been an oversight board or committee or something that was like, in light of everything going on right now, we cannot allow any payment adjustments, any salary negotiations, none of that can happen right now. And so it might have literally been it, like, we can't. Like, there's not like some dum-dum somewhere doing dum-dum stuff. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Where are we supposed to go? I don't understand. Defeat Tenzi at the Serenity Monastery. Okay, so that we are going the right way for that, at least, it seems. They've probably fired their entire HR staff and couldn't do pay changes. Right, how much of the HR department had already been completely wrecked, and they were like, no, the person who handles that's not even here right now, or the department, or the the team that handles that's not even here. We don't have them. Or they're all being investigated, so they're not allowed to do anything right now. As per the investigation, or per whatever, they can't do anything. Not for these positions. Right, but that would be my question, Eugene. Like, functionally and internally, who oversaw their pay and would have approved pay changes? And were those people in a position that they could operate at that moment in time? Highest possible front-facing optics demand it. Oh, I mean, I don't think I disagree with your optics line of thinking, but it could have been something that they couldn't do. Shrine Master Zhang. I don't see anybody named Tansy. We came all the frick the way up here, and there's nobody named Tansy here. Could we... Yeah. I gotta say, Ebon Scale's really pretty, but this keeps happening. Like, this is the second time I've booted up the game, grabbed a bunch of faction quests, and it's about as clear as frickin' dirty water as to where the frick I'm supposed to go. Like, where is Tansy? Are you freaking kidding me right now? I will get you up. Alright, let's get the frick out of here. I don't understand why they have to do it this way. It's just some stupid big giant generic marker. Where is that? I hate this. That's one of the things I don't like about this game. Don't give me a quest and then give me some generic marker. Like, where is she? Yo, what's good, Moosh? We ran through the entire monastery. Employees shouldn't shoulder all the HR problems. Rejection of equal pay is outstandingly awful. Consider how Blizzard got in this position. But until we know the full story as to why rejection of equal pay happened, that would be like saying, it's not my fault you can't fix my car right now. And they're like, well, the guy that can really, the guy that can do, you know, alignments isn't here. He's the only guy on staff that can do it. Like, if they had, you have to think about what was happening to the company. Like, the company's getting eviscerated. People are getting fired, laid off, quitting, walking out. People are being investigated. And they're supposed to negotiate and authorize pay changes. You're ascribing it to ineptitude and stupidity when it could have actually been a logistical impossibility. Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the optics on it suck, but what do you want us to do right now? The optics on this suck. Obviously, we would want to have you paid equally, especially in light of everything hitting the press and everything hitting the public's eye. But if they're unable to do it, we're doing the same thing that the public always does in these situations, and it's why I'm sensitive to it. We're ascribing malice, and there could be zero malice. We're ascribing ill intent, when there could be zero ill intent. It could literally be, we can't. It is simply impossible right now. The building's on fire, and we're acting like everything should have went forward as normal. Like, it's not normal to have your president fired and then have to assign co-leaders all out of thin air. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? The circumstances weren't normal. It's all personal info. It does not need to be discussed between anyone but your HR rep and management. Yeah, I mean, that school of thought's kind of fading, my friend. A lot of people don't think that way anymore. For meritocracy to work, salaries must be disclosed. No, yeah, yep. What does the company have to hide? They shouldn't have taken the positions without it in place. Yeah, you can't agree to a position change without salary change and then cry foul later. Like, everybody knew what was going on. They knew the situation. The business is on fire right now. We just fired the president. Yeah. I don't know if the board the guy that apparently said he was going to have somebody killed or something. I don't know what's happening with him. No. Yeah, he's CEO. He's still there as far as I know. Okay. What? No, I'm avoiding. I didn't even eat my bread. Yeah, I'm just testing a theory. Sausages with no bread. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, things started getting better, and then as soon as I started having bread again, it got worse again. So I'm just testing. I have not assigned malice, but not understanding the optics. Right, but you don't know that they didn't understand the optics. What if they had full understanding of the optics, and they're like, it's unavoidable? It's unavoidable. The optics on this are incredibly crummy. There's nothing we can do. I don't know what the frick we're supposed to do here. Where is this person? What is this location? Is this just a general location? The Serenity Monastery. So we have to go through and I guess kill everybody and look for someone named Tensi. Then they're stupid? But that's not a logical conclusion, Hilly. If the premise is the company is being shredded, entire departments have been downsized, fired, or frozen, who knows what's going on internally, and they have a full understanding of the optics, and they can do nothing about their pay. They're like, we can't do anything about the pay. You guys are going to step into these code lead positions, and we cannot adjust your pay. Ibarra's not offered any more money, and neither is she. And they both accept. Okay? So they accept that. And then you'd be like, well, but then they're stupid. But if their hands are tied, then what? I don't understand how we can assign stupidity or ineptitude or malice to it. I'm not even talking about the company up to this point. I'm not. The company up to this point obviously is reaping what it sowed, and it's just being dismembered slowly by legal process and public opinion, right? And in this situation, from what we know, they openly accepted positions without a pay bump. Both of them did, without a pay change. They both did. Both Ibarra and her, both the man and the woman accepted this co-lead position without an adjustment to pay. Okay, but then we're going to go back and try and cry foul and say they should have been paid equally because she's a woman. But it's like, well, no, you agreed to this because this was likely seen as a temporary solution, not a permanent solution. How are their hands tied? How do you know they're not tied is my point. When this happened, when the president was fired, This company was losing employees hand over fist. And when the company is in that level of disarray, I don't think denying pay negotiations is out of bounds. That seems pretty normal to me. I argue that merit says equal pay. Merit can't not equal pay. It can't be. The more experienced person is going to make more money. Like merit dictates. I even think meritocracy isn't that loosely based on John Locke's theory of labor, like the idea that you're paid for your contribution, you're paid for your value, like the idea that the more experienced person is going to be paid more money. They can't make that call because there's okay, so when a C-suite level employee has their pay adjusted, it's not an HR person going in and clicking a button. There is more than likely a pretty significant process to taking somebody at that level and adjusting their pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, at their level, and they step into this role, it wasn't even a defined role. Co-lead? What the frick is that? Serenity Spear Captain. Maybe Tensy's over here? Nope. I'm telling you, these I don't no bones about it. These missions are just absolute freaking garbage. This sucks. Just tell me where the frick to go, bro. Like, this is so frustrating. Go to defeat Tensy at the Serenity Monastery, and I can't even get to where the marker is. So I'm literally walking through the entire monastery. I'm about to be all the way back at the top again. I've seen nobody with that freaking name. So it's a mission that I can't do, or is she on a bad spawn timer somewhere and I've walked past her? Or him, or whoever. I love how I'm drawing all the aggro. That's my favorite. I don't need turn-by-turn directions. Like, you tell me where to go, and usually it lights up when you're in their area. The entire monastery I'm supposed to search, apparently, for somebody named Tensy. And they're not freaking here. I've once again come all the way to the top. I've looked everywhere. They're not here. They're not here. Just kill everyone? No, they'll have a marker and a name. You can't just kill everyone. That's not how it works. Unless this bridge here. Yeah. What a great mission. It's a secret bridge. It's a secret bridge. You guys have got to take the secret bridge to come over. If you're both working on it, I'll wait. I don't want you guys to not get credit. You got to go all the way to the top, and then you got to drop off. Oh, dang it. I hate everything. I literally hate everything right now. You're lucky I have a lot of quests in here. I just rage quit this. This is so freaking stupid. Yeah, well. Alt F4 works just as good. I rebooted the game because I wasn't even going to give the game the pleasure of killing me to send me back to town. I wasn't even going to give the game the pleasure of being a literal pile of garbage and killing me. I'm just going to go back and abandon the quest. Anytime that 10C1 pops up, I'm not freaking doing it. It's a freaking garbage can. Here, climb 85 flights of stairs and fight this guy. Oh, it put me right back here. I thought it would put me back at town. So stupid. I don't even know where I am. I don't know why I thought it would take me back to town. Area's awful. Yeah, they did the same thing with another area. Like, your map design sucks. It seriously sucks so much. Ebon Scale and Morningdale, they're freaking terrible. They're so unfun to play. They're so unfun to play. They're garbage. It's like, here, we wanted to create verticality to create, like, some diversity in the map design. That's great. Oh, by the way, you're going to have to climb 85 mountains, 25 sets of stairs, chop down 85 trees, kill 46 bears to do one mission. Gee, I wonder why people have complained about the leveling speed in this freaking game. So freaking irritating. It's like, I just want to go run some quests. Why do you have, like, why do they have to be this stupid? Like, this is the third time in a row I played Ebon Scale and just been irritated the entire freaking time. Like, every mission is a pile of garbage. Go to this, run 2 kilometers to a spot and do a thing that you can't find. You know, go to this town and open up 10 chests, and there's 5. Like, you know. It's the only way to level. It's the only way to level. So I either cancel that quest and wait 5 minutes for another one that'll probably be the same stupidity. And then I had to hide from a tentacle that was attacking me from light years away. Like, just... Next time, go into the game menu and do Unstuck. We should do Eden Grove or Reekwater. Oh no, I'm going all the way back up there and killing this guy now. I'm full on irritated. Is the game broken? No, quest design when you get to some of these areas is just horrible. It's not broken. You know what? Yeah, you too. You too. All you guys think you're being so cheeky and cute. Sit the frickin' timeout. Frick off, ferryman. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of every time I get frustrated, you guys all have to throw confetti in the air and chat. It's condescending and annoying. So funny when he gets this mad. So hilarious. I'm dying over here. Ha ha ha. It's so funny when Lono rages out. I'm tired of that. I know you enjoy Salt. I know you guys like me playing From Software games, but like when I'm irritated and I look at chat and it's a confetti fest of condescension and enjoyment, it's freaking annoying. I'm so tired of it. It feels so it feels like passive prodding. Let's aggravate him more by celebrating his frustration. Or laughing at it and making sure he knows that we're laughing. Just so you know, Lono, we're all sitting here dying laughing. Hope that makes it more enjoyable. I'm just done. I'm so done with that trend in chat. It's freaking passive condescension. When someone's irritated, that's not what they want. Not even you, Zubair. Like, you guys make jokes and stuff. Like, being jokes, being cheeky is one thing. Like, making sure, like, Lono's got to know we're all laughing at him. Like, that makes it, that makes it better. This is literally why I loved the questing in Lost Ark so much. The questing in Lost Ark was so enjoyable. Questing in New World has just gotten worse and worse and worse. As soon as I got to Morningdale, I was like, I'm so freaking tired of this. Like, I have to walk so far. You have winding mountainous cliffs to go kill one enemy in one little spot. Like, every area up to Morningdale is so much better, but if we go back to those old areas, the XP payout's less. So it's like, okay, I'll do it. And the last 3 times I've played Ebonscale, I've had the same freaking irritation. You grab your faction quest, and it's like, go run all the way here, past a bunch of pesky, stupid, musket-shooting annoyance nuisances, and then there's one guy hiding in the butt crack of a mountain. It's just so frustrating. It doesn't feel like your time's being respected. It feels like you're being wrung out like a rag. I just want to quest. Like, I just want to quest and level. And, like, I don't know. Seems like it's not worth for the higher XP if you're going to spend so much time looking. Right, it becomes this disproportionate amount of time. Like, we talked about that in my leveling video. It's like, you make the player spend such a disordinate amount of time just getting to the spot, and then when they finally get the XP, it's like, it just doesn't feel worth it. Build a camp? It wasn't even that I needed a camp! We literally ran through the entire monastery. There's a secret bridge where the person I'm supposed to kill is hanging out. Like, why is that a faction quest? I've looked at Final Fantasy, Brolo. I just don't think so. I don't think I would enjoy that game. I take one look at it and I'm like, no, I don't think I would like it. It just seems like just drenched in boredom. Just narrative, story, stand talk. Stand talk. I wasn't even mad like at you, Abe. That trend is just starting to annoy me. It's like it doesn't feel like I'm a part of the show. It feels like I'm a jester. Like everyone's laughing like, ha ha ha. Look at him slip on the banana peel and bloody his nose. Ha ha ha. Like, I just don't like the way that feels. I'm gonna get salty. I'm gonna rage out. I'm gonna lose my cool. That's part of my personality. I know that it's part of the entertainment. I grant that it's part of the entertainment, and I have no problem giving that to you guys. But when I look at chat and I feel like I'm being turned into some like sideshow court jester, I just feel super disrespected. I'm like, you're not joining me in entertainment. It just, like I said, it just feels passive. I gotta go all the way to the top and drop on that stupid bridge again. And I know that's not your intention. But that's what it looks like to me in chat. I'm like, everybody just, look at Dono, like, it just freaking ticks me off more. I know no one's typing that in chat like, yeah, I'm gonna make you more mad. I know that's not what you're doing. But if I don't check the trend, then the trend will continue. You know what I'm saying? It's been a trend that's been highly encouraged. I've not encouraged it. When I got to the end of Dark Souls 3, let me tell you, homie, I couldn't look at chat. Y'all were just clowning me, and I couldn't take it. I had to not look at chat. Between y'all and the Dark Souls know-it-alls, I was like, I can't look at chat. I just couldn't do it. I just gave you your show, I gave you your rage and your salt, and I didn't look at chat. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. We encourage it. Oh, I know. I'm not mad at any particular person. That trend's we gotta tone it down a little bit. Like, I need to be able to rage out without it becoming like, I don't know, peanut gallery comedy in chat. You know, it's so funny when you get so mad. I don't know. Like, think about that. When you're angry, do you want people to laugh at you? Like, it would make you more angry. If someone was laughing at you when you were angry, you would be more angry. You'd be like, why are you laughing at me right now? I'm irritated. Stupid tentacle, dude. Okay, we have to drop down. We don't need to fight these guys up here. Oh, that guy's retreating. Okay, we should just have to... Are we there yet? I think we're close to it. Okay, come on. Where is it? Yeah, it's this way. This is so stupid. I want to have a cup of coffee with the guy that designed this freaking quest. And I want to insult him. Oh gosh, hang on. Wrong weapon. So much knockback for like a little teeny area. Alright, we should be able to go get this guy now. Never say get good. No. Don't mistake what I'm saying here. The get good and the Zubair being like, have you considered not sucking? That's not the same as, ha ha ha, it's hilarious to watch Lono rage. Like, I don't know. I see them as being different. They feel different. Don't they? I think they feel different. I think they feel different in tone. Like, one has like a thread of comedic joviality, and the other almost has like a thread of mockery. I don't know. Do you see the difference? I feel a difference on this end of it. Like, sitting here in the chair, when Zubair says, have you considered not sucking? Or someone says, you know, someone that I know, obviously if a new person says it, right? Looking back, you have a chance to cool down. The timing was funny. I know it was funny, Abe. But you can make a joke about watch your step there, or, you know, whatever. You guys always like, you know, non-mitigatable damage, stuff like that. That's different than, ha ha ha, it's so fun to laugh at Lono's rage. It's different, is it not? It was funny. I know it was funny. I tried to lean into the comedy and I said, I hate everything right now. I tried to lean in. And then I look at chat, and I gotta see you be like, it's so funny watching Lono lose it in rage at little things like this. It's like, what do you mean little things? What do you mean? What do you mean by little things? Funny how? Funny like a clown? That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm in Goodfellas all of a sudden, and I gotta question your word choice, you know? What do you mean little things? What do you mean? Do you mean I'm overreacting? That I'm dying? No. You said I love watching Lono rage out at little things like this. Or something like that. It had this thread of condescension to it. It was like, I'm getting angry at something little. Little things is a reference to not finding the guy. It's like, I know, Abe. Abe, I know. You're my homie. I know you were not. But when I look at chat, I'm like, go frick you, Abe. You know? Now, when Zubair says, have you considered getting good or not sucking or whatever? Again, I don't know. I just feel like the tone's different. I'm probably just going to have to keep getting thicker skin. You guys that have been around a long time, you know, my skin has gotten thicker over the years, and I'm a little bit better at taking the jabs in stride. When I rage out on a Dark Souls boss and I'm fuming and frothing at the mouth and people are making jokes in chat and I'm laughing it off or not timing people out, that is progress. I wouldn't have been able to do that a couple of years ago, right? I've toughened up. You know, I'll just keep toughening up because it's hard. It's extremely hard to accept the fact that your anger is entertaining. I worked with these guys at AT&T, and boy, did they love to get me riled up. They thought it was hysterical. It was like their favorite thing to do to get me wound up and ranting about something, right? Your name's Taserface? It's metaphorical. I'm very careful about when I drop that line. Chat knows I've waved it off a few times when the bear's cranky. I've tried to get better about it. I really have. Like, it's a learning process. Like, learning to see that, like, in the moment I'm angry, and it's very easy to interpret everything as malicious. It's extremely easy to interpret everything as malicious. Like, Abe, been around super long time, and it's easy in that moment to be like, frick you, man. You know, and you're just being like, dude, I'm just having a laugh. I'm just having a laugh, Lono. Plus, seeing the change when you finally beat a boss in Dark Souls. I'm just a condescending a-hole. Just put that kind of tone on anything I say when you're raging. I'm telling you, man. They were getting banned back on purple. Yeah, Bama Glock knows. That's an OG name. Bama Glock knows. Bama Glock knows. I've come a long way. I should have used the warning symbol. I was just so aggravated. We ran up those stupid flights of stairs like 4 times, and then I finally found the guy, and then he knocked me down. He knocked me down. I was so ticked. All right, let's go to the fast travel. What's the fastest way to get there? We'll go right to go up the pathway. Purple Lono had 0 chill. I never would have been able to play a Dark Souls game when I was back then. I was not mentally healthy enough to play that game. I'd have freaking flipped out on people. I'd have been banning my mods. I would have completely lost my grip. It was the George moment all the way. George is getting upset. George is getting upset. It makes for a fantastic clips for the Shorts channel. Maybe. I don't like when every clip in the clips room on the Discord is just me getting angry. Because with 0 context, you're just like, is this guy just a whiner? With no context, you're just like, all this guy does is whine. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't see the 20-minute build-up. They just see 60 seconds of a dude blowing his, like, just blowing his steam. Like, bah! Like, you know? They don't see the build-up. You do. There's a narrative that leads to the clip. It's just 60 seconds of some idiot yelling about something. All you do is whine, but it's okay. Shut up, Wheezy. Oh, man. Too much context gets lost on a clip. Yeah, a good example, Abe, is remember when somebody was like, why don't you kill the red one first? And I killed the red one first, and it was like, I beat him the next time. It was 2 hours of me doing, like, unmitigatable damage. Like, I was so mad. I was losing my mind. So I was like, kill the red one first. Kill the red one first. And then you watch the clip, and it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is this funny? Kill the red one first. Oh. That's a reason to be here. That was a freaking magical moment, dude. I was coming unglued. I was like, I'm losing it. Losing my grip. Oh. I was afraid because I was like, it can't be that obvious. He's going to yell at me. I'm sure the wiki would have told you to kill the red one first. Oh, man. That's right. Stupid. I swear to you, that's what was so frustrating about that one. A couple of those games that we've tried, like those indie games, Blade Assault was this way. Blade Assault was a really, really good rogue game. If you guys like rogues and you like, you know, platform slashers or whatever, platform hack and slash rogues, Blade Assault was actually really good. But something that Blade Assault was really bad about was giving you an indication when you were taking damage. There was a lot of flashes on the screen. And that was one of the things in that fight that was so difficult. It was like, I would have put money on the table. I would have put a $20 bill on the table and been like, if you attack the red one first, he burns you. Because I swear to you, when I got close to him and attacked him the one time, I swear to you, he burned me. I swear to you he did. It's because there was just so much going on the screen. It was super, super hard to be like, oh, I must have just gotten hit by one of his attacks. Blade Assault, not to be confused with Blade and Soul. Yeah, not Blade and Soul. Blade Assault. Yeah, Blade Assault was actually a good little rogue. I don't even like rogues, and it was a good little rogue. There were times I wouldn't talk in Lono's chat at all on Purple. The bans came way too easy. You were different back then too, though, Distorted. You've toned down a lot. You were pretty sharp back then. You know what I'm saying? You were more of a machete back then. Now you're more of a scalpel. You know what I mean? You're a little bit more precise when you take your slices. You know what I mean? You could be a bit of a you could be a bit of a a fire starter. There was a couple of you guys that were so sharp. It's like you were always sharp and how your tone was always sharp. Yeah, a lot of passion. And a lot of people didn't understand, like, I really changed my position on things, and, like, I would let guys like you and others stick around and try and refine that passion and be like, no, they're an asset. They're good. They disagree. You know, they get fired up. You want that. You just have to get them in a lane where they're being respectful. They don't see it as disrespect. They don't hear it because, you know, it takes a while. I'm not sure I ever spoke on Purple. I don't think you did. Never been banned or timed out. My claim to fame. I didn't chat much on Purple. Lono was just an a-hole there. Whatever. You were hashtag Abe over there. You talked pretty regularly. You talked regularly enough that I would always think of the hashtag Panda from Conan when you would talk. I got a timeout for quoting Dodgeball. Did you really? Probably because I say nothing of consequence. No, you just spoil Spider-Man DLCs. I just argued and yelled about how Destiny and Namamat, easy peasy. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Well, you got to remember, I had been in therapy for 2 years. I went into therapy in 2018. So I think 2019 to 2020, I was a very different streamer 2019 to 2020. I was very, very different. I was way more chill, way more accepting of disagreement. When you're sitting at the top of the directory with 2,000 viewers, you just feel, I don't know. I was in a mentally healthier place, but I was also just kind of like, if somebody's going to come in and disagree with me, brother, I want them to stay. I want them to stay. I don't want them to leave and think like, this guy's a jerk. I want them to stay. Keep you around. You're more valuable than the people that agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Aw. It was worth a shot. Can't shoot a guy directly in front of me. Did you just do that? You were different that back half of 2020 for sure. Too soon. Oh my gosh. That is so wrong. Oh my gosh, bro. That is rough. That is so rough. You were really different in the second half of 2020, Lolo. It was almost like you were streaming on a different platform. It's almost like you were a different streamer altogether. Are you considered old school RuneScape? No. I fully lurked on purple. Those debates were spicy. And you took 0 guffs when it got disrespectful. Oh yeah. I was definitely a lot nicer, but boy, oh boy, if somebody got disrespectful, man, they got chopped. They got freaking throat chopped. Oh, he hit me with the shovel. Creature shows violence this morning. You should hear the crap he says to me on the phone. He said something the other day. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that is cold as ice. Charlie, you're cold. You're cold as ice. Ow. Her cries of pain are quite satisfying. Sitting there shooting me like that. I still hear from my wife about the one joke about your apology. Oh, I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one. We were talking about something. We were talking about something and she was like, hey now, what were we talking about? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! I got friggin' stun locked, bro. Smack, 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 smack. Kite that many enemies, you pay the price. All right, big man. Sit down, bro. Yeah, getting a little loose in there. Yeah, she said that. Is it getting a little loose in there? Because we knew why you were saying what you were saying, because we had been a part of the conversation. But she's just in the other room, just hearing you going nuts. She's probably like, "What the heck's going on in there?" I'm probably got to realize there are a bunch of us since we've been around since 200 viewer days, and so we were used to talking back. Chat size didn't stop that. I'm sure our names stuck out. There were people that got annoyed by that, Eugene. They didn't like that I had favorites. I had people that I would debate with, and they didn't like that. And I was like, look, man, if I have a good sparring partner, I'm going to debate him. You were one of them, Eugene. T-Funk was one. There was somebody else. I mean, I remember there were a couple times like I would go round and round with Pugs on something. I was like, Pugs is a homie. Pugs has literally been a homie since like the first time I went to Florida for an event. Like just an absolute homie. So like I knew you guys would play fair. I knew I could trust you to not... Because like when you commit to reading somebody's super long point or paragraph... You're trusting that you're not going to get halfway through it and be like, this is the most stupidest point I've ever read. Yeah, Wheezy. Wheezy was another one. People hated that. I remember somebody saying that one day. It was like, it feels like all you do is ever talk to Wheezy and Eugene. I was like, well, because they play fair. I was like, if you're going to play fair, then you win. You win my attention if you play fair. If people are being douchey or nasty or, you know, kind of condescending or whatever, they want a quick prize of being ignored. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time reading your friggin' comments. Now, sometimes I would intentionally zero in on somebody who is making like a really ignorant position. Number one, because it's easy to dismantle like a really bad argument, right? But also... I think sometimes it's good to see a bad or ignorant argument like just absolutely dismembered, right? If somebody was coming in like saying something really like sexist or something, I had people that didn't understand that, like, why are you even engaging that person? And I'm like, because there's value in people seeing an ignorant position calmly dismantled. Instead of just calling the person a douche and banning them, that doesn't achieve anything. But if you see me dismembering some guy's argument that, like, women aren't really good at video games, and be like, well, hang on a minute, what's making you say that? Are you rooting that in reality, or are you rooting that in just visual trends? The longer you're here, the higher chances that your mother will be roasted. That is correct. That is correct. Do I inhibit any of you lurkers from talking in chat? When I've watched VODs for streams, I miss chat. Seems to have names in it that I usually don't see. I recognize that I talk a lot. I don't know. For me, the way that I've always approached chat interaction is as long as there's regular interaction, anybody participating in chat has confidence that eventually I'll read something that they're saying. I won't read everything that you say, but if you see that I'm consistently reading chat, even if your chat comments get passed over, you still have this sense of, he is reading chat, I'm being seen and heard. Does that make sense? I think most people take on that mantra. Now, you get those thirsty guys that come in and make the same statement 8 times within like 30 seconds because they must have streamer respond. But for the most part, people don't do that. Matt says, can report my mother's never been roasted here. Matt! That's not what she told me last night. Oh my gosh. Can report, my mom got roasted by Lono. It was a rough day. It's me, I'm the thirsty guy. No, you're not. If you think about it, it's one of the strangest social interactions in existence. Like, I remember a stand-up comedian talking about how strange stand-up comedy is if you really break it down. Like, a person going into a room and just everyone sitting and listening to them to laugh and to be entertained. I think live streaming is even more bizarre because it's one person talking and a bunch of people trying to talk back and forth with that person. Like, it's like the New York Stock Exchange, except for everybody on the ground is trying to talk to the dude up with the bell. Do you know what I mean? And he's periodically pointing out people and being like, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Dave. Oh, yeah, good to see you, so-and-so. Yeah, that's pretty funny, Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It's bizarre. And yet, it's really enjoyable. It's something that you can't really do anywhere else. It's better to let the smarter guys chime in more often, though. I get a lot of insight and things I would never think of by reading their comments. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, if you see chat as an asset for insight, you take the intellectual power of chat, and it's a genius. It's a genius. There are times where there were times where people thought I was like some genius level Destiny creator. I was like, you do understand half of what I'm saying I probably gleaned from chat. Like, the genius of chat makes me look more intelligent than I am. Now, I'm no dummy, right? I'm not a dummy, right? I can tango with the best of them, but when it comes to game knowledge, Jiminy frickin' Christmas, there's no way you can have all that rattling around in your brain independent of assistance. Most of what I knew about Destiny and Endgame and this and that and da-da-da-da, I gleaned from chat. Now, when I would come up with my own philosophical ideas about incentivizing behavior, Endgame content loops, drop propensities and loot trees and perk trees, that a lot of the time was from my own ideas and my own, things that I came up with. But, like, I would try to give credit when a really good idea came from chat. Like, Beer Pie came up with slot leveling, and I was like, I would always kind of try to champion him when I would bring that up. Eugene, oh my gosh. That's so bad. The average IQ of this chat's pretty high. I'm here to bring it down. Well, everybody plays a part. It'd be really great if they wouldn't have animals spawn close to fast travel spots. It'd be awesome. Based on all your kind comments, I'm forced to ask, is there a way to funnel tips to people in chat asking for a friend? No. Yeah, that's not a thing. Beer Pie, I'd love to see some of those names again. Said how many of the community got torn apart. He came around recently. I think Beer Pie is one of the Destiny guys, though. Like, I think there's certain people that just, that's the world they live in. They have such a hard time engaging with non-Destiny content. I don't think he left. I think he came around. He was still supportive.
In what manner may I oblige you?
There we go. That works. Cancel. I don't want those. All right, let's check what the town board has. I probably should have done that last time. Have Lona include some cash with the drawings and the coffee orders. I'm glad we don't live and breathe that game anymore, and I still play a lot. Yeah, I will say, I will admit this. Near the end, if you go back and watch my coverage near the end, there was a sort of a deadness. There was a deadness to my eyes. Like my heart wasn't in it anymore. You know, it was like the developer that makes this game publicly attacked me and aided in ruining my life, and yet I'm sitting here having to, like, milk the game, you know, to provide for my family. It wasn't a very good feeling to be like, I need my enemy to survive, basically, is like what it felt like. You know what I mean? It was like oil. It just didn't feel very good. And I think it made it even harder. Oh, he only has 8 available? Frick. 70 fish fillets. Wait, they unified the trading post? That hasn't happened yet. There's no way. Yeah. They still not unified the trading post. I was like, wait a minute. There's no way the entire game there's no oil for sale. No, frick out of here. 70 fish fillet. I highly doubt there's going to be 70 fish fillet here. I don't think there's a lot of fishing going on here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, what I was saying is, I obviously had like a terrible feeling in my stomach covering the game. It made me kind of sick to cover it. And then on top of that, it was like, it was also like, it was the same discussions, it was the same, you know, things, and then something started to happen, and Eugene and Wheezy are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I had to start defending Bungie against, like, unfair criticisms, and I didn't want to defend them because of what they had done to me. And I hated the way that felt. It was like, don't you dare sit here and make me defend this frickin' company to just unfair, dumb, empty criticisms. Like, I hated the way that felt. I was like, don't you dare come in here and do this to me. You're making me defend them. I hated that. That happened like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, that's just not true about the game. Like, all right, a minute 20. We're going to wait a minute 20. I hated that. I absolutely hated that. It was the worst feeling. And it was like, so it was like a double whammy. It was like I was already kind of had like a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach covering that game after what they did. And then it felt even worse to be like, I have to defend them against like an intellectually bankrupt criticism or something. I don't know. Maybe at least to some people that speaks to my integrity. Maybe a little bit. That like, even as much of a motivation as I had to just bloody my knuckles on that company, I'd be like, no, what you're saying is not true. What you're saying is not true. It was the worst. There's plenty of legit criticism without stooping to dishonesty. That was always I would grind that axe all the time when I covered that game. All the time. I would be like, dude, I'm like, make a good and valid criticism. Like, don't waste time, energy, and emotion criticizing something that, like, it just isn't legitimate. I hate people who've been here for years bringing up Destiny to you. It doesn't happen that much anymore. To your credit, Wheeze and some other people, you guys have made that an unpleasant experience for them. You guys make it an unpleasant experience for them. So they don't do it as much as they used to. They used to do it a lot more. They used to do it a lot more. Like, hey man, did you see their announcement about such and such? And Wheezy'd come in here like, the you say? Wheezy just coming in. Wheezy give him that. Oh, y'all mother... Like, just... Everybody better get down. Everybody better get down. I was watching a few YouTube videos yesterday about all the Pro Smash players that got canceled. Some of these guys were confirmed talking to this, and they got unbanned from Purple. Really, Demetrius? I always try to tell people, I'm like, there were dudes accused of like legit jail time crimes. How do you not see mine was a pure act of retaliation? Like, come on, open your dadgum eyes. It's just crystal clear, man. Dudes that literally like should be in jail are like over there thanking people for their Prime sub. That's the integrity and the honesty of that platform in a nutshell. They let criminals stream, but like a dad providing for his family, they're like, well, there was a couple of tweets and we can't abide evidence. You provided evidence. We can't have that. We'll sit on it for 2 weeks and do nothing. Oh, I'm gonna shred them real good. I'm gonna shred them real good when it comes time for that video in the story. Watching all this stuff happen to Activision Blizzard, my message to Twitch is, you're next. You're frickin' next, dude. You think you're gonna come out on the other end of all these lawsuits unscathed? Okay. I'll just watch the horizon for the dust cloud. Yeah, distorted. You know what? You want to know why it stopped? I'll tell you why it stopped. You want to know why we don't get as many people coming in here asking about Destiny? Because we switched channels, and most of them are too stupid to realize it. I'm dead. No, it has nothing to do with switching to New World, Abe. No. Has nothing to do with switching to New World. It's because we switched channels, and they're so frickin' dumb. Like, I've gotten comments. Creature can testify. I've literally gotten comments on the Say No to Rage story, and they're like, man, it's so good to see you trying to make content again. So good, bro. So good to see you trying, Lono. You know that my favorite gift to use? Like, this mother right here when he sets the phone down. You also gave that look? Yeah. And then some guy was like, you really need to let this go. Like, I hope you can get to a place where you can let it go. I was like, feel free to reserve these opinions for you to just keep them to yourself. I was like, I have plenty of people in my life that have the right to tell me when and how I should let something go. And it ain't you, bro. Go tell somebody who lost their legs in an accident how they need to let it go and just move on with their life. Just a year later. You know, maybe a year later or so. You really got to move on, man. You really got to get past this. Thanks, complete total stranger. I appreciate that. Thank you. That platitude set me on the right path. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, welcome back. You cut your hair? Do you still play Destiny? Am I one of those people? It might be time to let it go, man. Part of letting it go is telling the whole story. That's the point. That's the point of the series. It's such a big story that it has to be told exhaustively. Dude caught some serious chin shots in that stream. What guy? Oh no! Oh, the guy. Yeah. When I saw the shorts on the Truth About My Destiny ban, I thought for sure it was going to blow up and go viral. It did pretty well. There were people that commented on that that were like, wait a minute, you got banned from Destiny? It was like brand new news to them. I'd say it's more like someone burned down your house, we're rebuilding, and then the arsonist came back and and people say let it go while the arsonists keep burning your house. Right. That's exactly right. I'm like running through water? This isn't Destiny? We don't play that here anymore? You play Destiny? Doom. Oh wow, that guy's got some... We have to get up somehow. Oh, right here. Dude, are you freaking serious? There's like 3 people here. We had a lot of overlapping topics. Yeah, I meant to touch on that too. It got really old sometimes being like, here's the 15th time. Here's the 15th time we have to talk about how like the microtransactions are not that bad. Here's the 15th time we have to talk about Bright Dust and how the math is being misrepresented by Reddit. I have 8 versions of this for the next few episodes. Ouch. Holy mother. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die. Destiny Talk in the end was almost entirely about Bright Dust, Eververse, earning cosmetics. Oh, yeah. Shareholders are calling for his resignation. Adios, bro. Oh, that was annoying. don't understand. Oh, we need to cull boar and cull sheep, and then we need to search chests. Dude, it'd be faster to die to get back. I'm gonna just go let them kill me. What's worse, him doing it or us watching? I'm honestly not sure. I question why I'm still here watching Lono do what he does, but I'm still here every day regardless. Is there like some water somewhere? Doesn't need to be stated in stress. Lona made the content interesting to talk about and help me personally in staying in the game and enjoy it. One of the weirdest things that's come out of this, Ashen, is you are not the only person to have said that. I have so many people that have been like, you're the only reason I kept playing. I'm like, what? And I know they're not blowing smoke. Like, I can tell the way they talk. They genuinely mean it. They're like, yeah, I wouldn't have kept playing. Anybody else listen while they do things like drive or walk their dog, or is that just me? Oh, I have tons of people that listen while they're just going through their normal day. Oh, Brightwood's the nearest settlement. Oh, well. Yeah, a lot of people treat me like radio. Like I said, I came back from the one conference, and 80% of the people that shook my hand and thanked me for my content were like, I watch you every day, but I never say anything. They're like, I just listen. I just lurk. And it was like a light bulb went off. I was like, these are the most dedicated, most hardcore people that listen. They're here at this conference, and not just here, but they want me to sign something. They want, they want to talk to me. And that's how they engage with my content. I was like, what the frick? I put on Lono's past VODs when I'm sleeping. Trying to get to sleep puts me right out. You're offering topics that others don't dare touch. I can only watch so many exaggerated videos about blank blank gun. Oh, yeah. Best for DPS.
In what manner may I oblige you?
Oh, I'm getting very close to the token cap.
Seek forever, Father, my scholar. In what manner may
Seek
I oblige
What the frick?
Seek forever, Father, my scholar. In what manner
Shut
may I
up.
oblige
I'm just
you?
trying to go down here. It's all 49 level stuff, man. I don't know. We'll probably need these. I don't even know anymore.
Seek forever, Father, my scholar. In what manner may I oblige you?
You mean grinding Outriders all morning? What are you doing? You just filling your coffers for, Oh, let's do number 3 first. You just filling your transmog coffers? What on earth would you be grinding for? A preview of tomorrow's episode. Who wants a teaser? Oh, you have a teaser? Meow. Oh, you're going for God roll gear. Okay. Boar and sheep. What's around? Wolves and peacocks. I gotta. What is this? Why can't I hear it? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Did I go through the area? Oh, I'm not quite there. Right, outpost rush soon. I should have just used... I've used all my Azoth running these quests. I should have just used my Azoth and gold and did town board. Since I have the well rested. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Search chests. Oh, gosh. 8? Someone's been drinking at the office today? I have not. I've actually had to go dry all week. I was dying, man. I wasn't getting good sleep. Ouch. Oh, he cut me off. Did you see that? Dude, I literally can't move. Like, I actually can't move. I can't jump. I can't do anything. You guys were douches. Unlock trash is exactly right. Ow. Where are these chests, man? 8 chests. Anytime I see more than 5, I just internally groan. I'm like, really? Get 8 chests. But I don't wanna! Oh, there's a chest right there. They're renaming the Staples Center? That's like when they renamed the Sears Tower. No one's going to call it that, whatever they change it to. All right. Guys, be sure to stick around. In about 20 minutes, we've got a really, really good premiere that we need a lot of support for on Presents. It's going to touch on the new stuff coming to YouTube, but it's also going to touch on the thing that Mr. Beast is doing. We want to throw our support behind. Good thing that, you know, folks on YouTube are doing. YouTube makes it really easy to embed fundraisers into the video as well. We wanted to throw our support behind Team C's and everything they're doing. Ow. Just trying to find chests and open them, dude. Just need 4 more, bro. This is why people town board. This right here. This is why people town board. Eben Scale Reach, otherwise known as the Shooting Gallery. Jiminy frickin' Christmas. Every freaking enemy has a musket. Like the whole dadgum region. Yeah, I got a legendary spear. Dadgummit. My man. That's my man right there, dude. You not need the chest. Victor's just straight up turning around, putting his shield up. All right, we need one more chest. And that guy respawned. Okay. Let's take a look at this spear I got. Okay. I swear it's faster to just let them kill you. That you go back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. No. It'll take me over there again. No, yeah. Let's just go to the fast travel. I gotta save my Azoth. Gotta call off one of these Ace Alona can hit me with a leaf blow. I mean, my healing build is pretty solid. Like, it's not, I'm not like an amazing healer or anything. Like, I get the job done. I've got a pretty good, you know, setup for it. My DPS is obviously suffering. They're gonna call it Crypto.com Arena? Are you kidding around? They're not calling it that. I wish I was kidding. Wait, you're serious? Crypto.com Arena? That's the... Oh my word! Why would they allow that? Cutco Knives Arena. Like, what the frick, man? I don't know, all the crypto apologists are gonna come out. Crypto, man. Crypto's legitimate, man. Don't knock it, man. It's the biggest naming rights deal in history. Yeah, they're going from the Staples Center to crypto. Crypto.com Arena. Some guy hates the Lakers. He hates the Lakers, and that's why he's doing it. Your precious Staples Center, huh? What if I buy the arena and name it Butts and Poo Poo Anonymous Arena?
Seek forever, Father Mascot.
Everyone's like, no! You will rue the day that you turned me away when I came cold and needing help. You turned me out into the street. Now, anytime you buy tickets, you'll say my name. Pee Pee Poo Poo Arena. Slightly disappointed AEG Crypto.com Arena outbid City of Boston, who was going to rename the Staples Center F the Lakers Go Pats Performing Arts Center. It was named after office supplies. Yeah, but it didn't matter. It was generic enough that it didn't matter. You know? Staples Center, like, come on. It didn't matter. It really is not much different. Eugene. Stop. Just stop, dude. The Staples Center. Come on. The word staple, you know, it's not a it's a good, oh, that's, you know, it's a staple of the industry, right? Like, staple doesn't automatically carry with it the idea of, like, now if it was the Office Depot Arena, I would maybe see your argument. But, like, Staples Center is like, it's an iconic name. It's a historic name. Like, it's been around since the 90s, hasn't it? So, like, what's in a name? What do you mean? What do you mean what's in a name? It was like when they renamed the Sears Tower something else. Like, that'd be like renaming the Great Wall of China. We're renaming the Great Wall of China. Let's see here. The Nike fence of China. Like, people are like, what the frick? Nike puts a bunch of signs on it. Also rolls off the tongue. Yeah, the Staples Center. The Staples Center. It's got a good sound to it. What do you mean, what's in a name? Have you not watched The Founder when he explains to them why the name McDonald's is so important? He's like, it's America. Like, it's just the name McDonald's. It was why he wanted what they had. It would be literally like buying the Sears Tower and being like, we don't want to promote Sears. No one thinks of freaking Sears and washers and dryers when they go to the dadgum Sears Tower. It's an iconic building. It'd be like calling the Hancock building something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to rename the Hancock building the I don't know. The Kennedy building. People are like, why are you doing that? It's just another president, sure, but like, come on. Well, not a president. Hancock wasn't a president, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just another random founding father. Oh, I was looking for Bohr. It's not happening. Sears is still even a thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. That's my point, though. Is like it was the Sears Tower. Excuse me. It would be like if Chrysler went out of business and the Chrysler building got renamed to, you know, the Honda building. It would just be stupid. No one would give a frick. It's not even about the name anymore. It's an iconic building in New York City, the Chrysler building. And then you got the Hancock and you got the Sears in Chicago. Like, come on. Search chests. Really? What time is it? Okay. Yo, it's good R squared. Don't ignore my perfect example. Don't worry, the Clippers are moving out soon. Maybe like changing Wrigley's Field. Oh yeah, no. I wasn't ignoring. I'm trying to run away from 1,000 tigers and open up chests. So. And they're just thundering behind me, aren't they? What's up, big boy? This is cool, right? Ah, frick. Come on. See you later, big gulps, huh? Running the digital era? No one's questioning entering the digital era. No one's questioning that. Holy fricking frick. Come on. Got it. Oh! Get up! Oh! Go. Eat and run. Don't compare a 100-year-old stadium to a 25-year-old one. Oh, wait. Okay. So that's what matters? One was built on the premises of naming rights to the highest bidder. You made your bed, you sleep in it. Oh, my. He has no heart, chat. Or he doesn't like L.A. Which there's plenty of reasons to not like L.A. It is a literal crap hole. But Like, that city is a garbage can. I do not miss having to travel out there. $6 Turkish. Yeah. I tell you what. I'm just heading back. I'm just gonna head back to town. By the time I get there, turn stuff in. I was really hoping we'd hit 59 today, but boy, oh boy. Area surrounding LA is beautiful. Yeah, California gets credit for that. LA doesn't get credit for anything, other than having like a homeless epidemic, smelling like crap, and having the worst traffic in the country. I thought New Orleans smelled bad, and then I went to L.A. San Diego? Oh, yeah. San Diego is one city that I'd love to visit. My parents took a vacation once there, and they always talk about wanting to go back. They said it was just phenomenal. I think the Dark Souls community is toxic. Wait till we get the crypto bros in chat. Some of them aren't quite as feisty as they used to be with some of the scams that got run. You know what I'm saying? I think some of them are starting to realize it's not the holy grail that they all claim it is. It's got its pluses and its minuses, but some of them have been disillusioned recently, I think. Wasn't impressed with New Orleans or LA. Atlanta is my stinky list too. I liked New Orleans. I liked the food and the culture and the vibe, but it stunk. It literally smelled like sewage. I mean, it actually reeked. I was like, this place stinks. It's like when you go to somebody's house and you know they have pets that they let like just do whatever they want, and it just reeks. You're like, oh. And you always feel bad for the kids. Like they come to school and they're just those kids that kind of stink, and you always feel bad for them. It's like, ooh, rough. It's rough on the nostrils, man. There we go. Oh, man. It's in a sewer. It's what it's supposed to smell like. It's so true, though. It's so true. And I always like how they're like, well, the city flooded again. Better rebuild. You're like, really? Maybe move everything back. I don't know. All right, here. Let me exit the desktop. Oh. Okay, so we need a ton of support on this video that's about to premiere over on Presents. Obviously, when we throw our support behind a cause, and obviously, you know, Mr. Beast has thrown his support behind it as well. That's something that we don't do lightly. I don't do like charity nods and charity pushes unless I do my own research. And I think the Team C stuff is a good cause, worthy cause, and I love how YouTube has integrated it right into the website. So the video is a combination of both the Team C's effort, but also outlining all the important things coming to YouTube next week, the next year. So please do me a favor. There's 175 people here. If we could get 100 folks to head on over there, usually it's like 40 to 60. So do me a big, huge favor. If you like my content, and you like supporting the change that we're trying to run over there and running the Saint of the Rage story, Please support these premieres as best you can. Our YouTube partner manager said that that's like a really, really big thing that we need. So click the link in chat, head on over there. I'll see you guys in the chat, and then I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to discuss tomorrow. I think we may loop back on Halo and give my thoughts on that. We may do video game awards tomorrow because that was a spicy debate this morning, and I may go strong opinion tomorrow. I'm very disappointed in Deathloop getting the nod and Returnal not. So click that link in chat. I'll see you guys over there. The premiere is literally starting in about 30 seconds.